Golden State Warriors taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Curry. Rebounded by the Bucks. And here is Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Inside. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive board. And Giannis with the dunk.
Giannis anticipating there and just creates his own chance.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. We talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, the fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the layup falls.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now here's Butler. And he makes it.
If Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Lillard outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. This one for 3. He drops it from range.
A good shooter and has some range. Taurean Prince welcoming all catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Outside Curry. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Curry. Outside Pajemski. Just 3 to shoot. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Walking foul called on Brandon Pajemski. First personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Pass to Lillard. Back to Lopez. Now Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Green.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Back to Curry. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
3 points.
Curry's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Just going right at the defense is Giannis right now, and energy just boundless in this game.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
That's his first personal foul. Third team.
And the free throw, no good. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. From the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Trent outside. And here's Portis. And he starts out with a miss in this one.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Outside Curry. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Your Bucks. 11. The Warriors. 11.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Outside Curry. Curry from inside.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Here's Curry after the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. He got a piece of it.
The timing from Porter Jr. on the rejection, you couldn't ask for better defense from him.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Curry, that's good.
An offense unto himself. Steph Curry just warping the defense.
Antetokounmpo inside. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Prince from deep three-point land. Goes back up. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up to the Warriors. Trailing by 2.
And how fun is it watching Porter Jr. punch it in, leaving no room for error on the drive.
And the basket by Curry.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Antetokounmpo. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And that one misses. And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brendan.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
The Warriors trailing. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Here's Milwaukee. Prince down low. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 12. Clock at 6. Giannis going downhill. And Giannis throws it down.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Outside Curry. They double team Curry. Back to Green. From deep three-point range. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, BA. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Outside heel. Pass to Spencer. Driving in. Rejected by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Outside Butler.
Hey, yo, right here.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break.
22.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 1-point game. Antetokounmpo outside. Uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo has got 16 points.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Pass to Spencer. They set the pick. Now Kuminga, covered by Lopez. Shot clock at 5. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Payton, no good. Milwaukee leading by 3. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Pass to Spencer. Outside Kuminga. Payton with it. Drills it from deep. Payton's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Spencer. After the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. Out to the right wing. Here's the pick. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And grant the combination of Giannis and Lillard one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, where you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Give yourself a round of applause.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Milwaukee leading by 4. Porter looks it over. Down low. Portis gets the bucket.
And Portis understands his role in this offense, including when to look to score inside.
And here's Curry for 3. It's hauled in by Portis.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the middle. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Yeah, crafty play by Porter, tripping up the defense and opening things up for another guy.
Moody with it, and it's Trent picking him up. It's Podziemski on the wing. Back to Curry. Looney, the screen. Outside Butler. From downtown. Sends it home from three-point land. Butler's got 9.
I don't think there's a moment on the floor that Jimmy Butler does not feel the utmost confidence.
Pass to Trent. Over to the wing. Looney with some nice D.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Moody misses.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Tim. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Now here's Butler. He's got 9. Pass to Curry. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Butler with the jam.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
Trent outside. Here's Sims. To the paint. Here's Portis. Outside for Porter. Portis the screen. The fader. And Porter hits from deep. Porter's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Now Curry. 16 points for him. That three's off the mark. Trent left side. On the wing, Green. Pass to Sims. Now here's Portis. And here's Green from the arc. That one doesn't drop. Here's Podziemski. And that's not going to go. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Bucks on top. They're up by 8. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Curry. Oh, serious focus from Curry.
That's a clever attack from Curry, just finding an angle. He gets around the defender towards the basket.
Antetokounmpo inside. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
The three from Curry. The rebound by the Bucks. And here comes the break. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, speedy transition play by Porter. Getting there to put the finishing touches on the fast break.
Pass to Butler. Now here's Curry. He's guarded by Porter. Looney the screen. The three from Curry. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's Curry. Pass to Butler. Here's Moody. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Milwaukee leading by 10. Antetokounmpo surveys. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And here's Portis. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Puts the move on. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Giannis that time just making the most of that play, getting the foul, still getting the shot off.
And the second free throw is good. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called.